S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y. Night. S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y. Night. Okay, well, anyways, hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies. So previously, we went through the event that shall not be named, and we had, well, I just realized I was very confused in what I was doing with Yuri's route. First, I was kind of taking away from her character development. Then I was giving her an opportunity for character development. So I have no idea what I'm going to end up with. But that's the fun of these test routes, or test attempts. So anyway, now it's time for a cooking date. Because it's Saturday night. Yeah, so it's Saturday. Tonight, Yuri's coming over to cook with me, so I better make sure that everything's ready for it. She'll definitely have higher expectations than me, that's for sure. Soy sauce, sesame oil, green onions, garlic. Seems like I have everything we'd need. The kitchen itself, on the other hand, well, it's unkempt, to say the least. When was the last time I used some of this stuff? I don't know. When were you born? Okay, no. I voluntarily grimace as I swipe a finger across the dusty surface of a pan. You failed the white glove test. Definitely not a setting that Yuri would be used to cooking in. A few minutes of blood, sweat, and tears later, everything's clean. Or, at the very least, passable. We probably won't use most of this, but with my luck, we'll need the one thing I didn't wash. Right on cue. There's a knock at the door. It's either a very polite robber or Yuri. Hello, I've come to rob you now. Can I please come in? After quickly drawing off the last dish, I answer it. Hi, Daniel. She's carrying a few bags that I assume contain groceries. Hey, Yuri. Great to see you. Come on in. Hopefully, binge-watching various cooking shows featuring an angry chef yelling at other cooks was enough preparation for this. What are you? I'm an idiot sandwich. At least, it have prepared me for being yelled at for my inevitable mistakes. What are you? I'm an idiot sandwich. Yuri yelling at me. Yeah, it's like my imitation of Yuri yelling doesn't even sound all that convincing. After setting the groceries down on the counter, I grab a clean pan. Alright, so what shall we make first? Good question. So long as it doesn't end up with a call to the fire department, I'm fine with whatever. Yuri giggles slightly. Well, I believe we'll be fine. We'll be good regardless, so come on, Chuckleberry Finn. Oh my god. Now you're making lame book puns. It's like Mark Twain would be disappointed in you. I don't know. She stares at me for a solid few seconds. What? Oh! My apologies. I didn't realize. It's alright. To be honest, it was a pretty bad joke anyway. Yeah. Ho ho, hee hee, hoo hoo, ha ha. And I thought my jokes were bad. No, seriously, it's like, this has to be worse than any joke I could come up with. Not even I would go and sink that low. Trying to ignore my burning face, I move the conversation along. So, how about those birds? So, what do you feel like having? Would you be open to making the teriyaki salmon? Sounds good to me. We gather the ingredients and equipment together on the kitchen table. Yuri takes a deep breath and concentrates on the food in front of her. You alright, Yuri? Yeah, it's just that I haven't done this in a while. That is, cooking with someone. I can relate to that. But if you've made it as many times as it sounds like you have, this should be a cinch for you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. She places a scrap of paper with a handwritten recipe onto the counter. The handwriting looks to be Yuri's, but something's different about it. I suppose we should begin by making the sauce. Sure thing, funny lady. Daniel, could you pass me the soy sauce and sesame oil? Sure, just tell me what I have to do. Okay. Could you peel and mince 2 cloves of garlic in the meantime? That's one of the few things I can actually do competently in the kitchen, so you chose a fitting job for me. Mom loves using garlic, so I've seen it cooked often enough to know what I'm doing. Do you eat cloves of it night and day? Okay, no. After peeling it, I place the garlic under the knife and crush it. So violent! Yuri's focus on her cooking is intense, to say the least. Today's episode has also been brought to you by the word intense. It's like how she is when she talks about literature. One thing that amazes me is how fast and efficient her movements are. The longer we cook, the more confident she becomes. It's rather difficult to keep up with how fast she moves at times. Before I know it, the salmon's marinated in the sauce and ready to be baked. Wow. You talked about how you weren't an expert, yet you're incredible. It's not, with enough practice. We're not, I never lie. I broke Yuri. Yuri.exe has stopped working. Please restart your system. Okay, no. Yuri, it's alright. That's alright. That's okay. It's not often that I see you have so much passion for something other than literature. I am a bit of a fan of cooking. My family had teriyaki salmon dishes every Saturday evening when I was younger, and I ended up learning from my mother how to cook it. Ironic. Eventually, I practiced enough for the whole process to become a bit of a blur. Honestly, I wish I had done the same thing and learned how to make family recipes as well. But it's not too late for you to learn, right? That's true. Speaking of my family, are you bringing some of the food back home for them as well? Or, speaking of family. The salmon wouldn't be good by the time I returned home, so you can have the leftovers. Interesting. Fine by me. Anyway, could you start cooking the rice while I put the salmon in the oven? Alright. Wouldn't be much of a dinner if it was just salmon. The whole kitchen smells of salmon with a subtly sweet undertone to it. Something smells fishy around here. See? At least I didn't make a stupid pun, I just made a stupid fish joke. Man, I wouldn't mind it if my kitchen smelled like this 24/7. I see you like fishy business. Or hoo-hoo-hoo? Maybe now that you've learned this recipe from me, you could cook it yourself. I think I'll want to practice a few more times under your guidance before I do it myself. You never know, it's like he could set the salmon on fire. He could just pour the sauce on it and then it'll just burst into flames. Anyway, let's eat. Let's. It does smell rather appetizing. The salmon is tender and flaky when I bite into it. It comes apart with no trouble at all. Each and every chew releases a burst of umami, with the teriyaki flavor perfectly complementing the fish. Yuri, this is amazing! It's nothing, really. Despite her protests, a smile spreads across her face. A few minutes later, we've had our fill. I had a hard time holding myself back from eating more, but it'd be bad manners to devour everything in front of Yuri. So in other words, don't eat like a pig. This is really nice. Having dinner with someone over, and having something made fresh as well. Ah, it's quite dark outside. Wow, it's already 9. Oh jeez, time flies, eh? I should be going now. It isn't super late, but I think she mentioned before that she wakes up early regardless of the day. Do you want me to walk you home? She shakes her head. I'm still remembering what Monica said in the other timeline about the... Well, no. I'll be fine, although I do appreciate the offer. I really enjoyed our time today, Daniel. As did I, Miss Funny Lady Yuri. It's been a lot of fun for me, too. You're more than welcome to come over any time you want. That's much appreciated. Or much appreciated. Before I know it, she's already at the door. Oh, could you wait a moment? I believe I forgot something important. Huh? What is it? It's the paper with the recipe on it. Oh, no problem. Let me grab it for you. After a moment of searching, I spot it next to the stove. Phew, at least it's safe. Yeah. That's not a very good spot for it. Just imagine what would have happened. As I hand it to her, I take a closer look at the recipe. Huh. Your handwriting seems a little different on this note. Oh, that's because it's my mother's handwriting. Ah, that makes sense. Well, it's just as pretty as your handwriting. I suppose so. I always did admire her penmanship. She smiles to herself, a faraway look in her eyes. Well, see you Monday. My words seem to pull her out of her thoughts. She pauses for a moment, but then smiles at me. See you then. And then nothing of any relative importance happened whatsoever. So I wonder... It seems like they're dropping hints about Yuri's family here and there. For what, though, I don't know. Considering how Yuri's family... Well, pretty much anyone's family, aside from Natsuki's, is a mystery. This could go in any direction, who knows. It's... It's only been about a week or so, but I've been craving Yuri's teriyaki salmon lately. So much that I'm apparently just staring into space thinking about it. Wonderful use of club time, Daniel. It's like, way to go. Hi, Daniel. Ah! Sure thing, giant salmon! Sayori suddenly pops up in front of me without warning. Sayori, don't do that! Do what? Say hi? No, I want you to say hi. Say hi to me as many times as you want. Just never leave me. Don't startle me like that. You mean, didn't wake you up like that, eh? Or, you mean don't wake you up like that? Hey, I wasn't even sleeping. I was daydreaming. There's a difference, you know. But you were daydreaming. That's close enough. No, it's not. For you, maybe. Meanie. Anyway, did you need something? Where's my money? Okay. Huh. So I can't just say hi now? There has to be a reason for it? That wasn't part of the deal, Daniel. My hellos and highs aren't just recordings that you can play back over and over again. No, you can't. I'll have you arrested if you try from now on. Or, no, you can't. I'll have you arrested if you try from now on. You'll be violating the new hello law that... What? You're so silly. I know you are, but what am I? Yeah, so what's up? Actually, I did want to ask you something. Do you want to go out with me and Natsuki after the club's over? What? What is this? What are you guys planning to do? Is it public humiliation? I don't know. We're gonna wing it. I guess Sayori never really was a planner. Are you sure I wouldn't be butting into whatever Natsuki wants to do with you? You are aware that she wants to kill me, right? Come on, Daniel. We haven't played together in so long. I'm sure she won't mind. I just told you she wants to murder me in my sleep. Geez, alright, I'm in. But you have to be the one to tell Natsuki that I'm coming along too. I will not be murdered by Natsuki. Okay, it's a deal. Okay, everyone. I think that's it for today. Good work, and I'll see you all tomorrow. What happened? Sayori sidles up to me as I wave goodbye to Yuri. Aw, not gonna lie. I kinda wanted to hang out with Yuri instead. Instead, well, I would be fine hanging out with you. But Natsuki hates me in this dimension, or this timeline. I guess I've been doing that a lot lately, and Sayori is right. It has been a while since I've hung out with her. Still. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go right now. Yeah, I guess so. Did you tell Natsuki yet? About that. What? No, I told you. I will not be an accomplice to the murder of myself. Sayori. I'll do it now. Hi, Natsuki. Hey, let me make sure my manga's put away properly before we get going. By the way, can we invite Daniel too? Why? I shrug and smile when Natsuki narrows her eyes at me. I'm telling you, she wants to murder him. It'll be fun! Please? Fine, but only because it's you asking. If it was him asking, I would have killed him. Yay! Let's go! Pokemon, let's go, Eevee and Pikachu. Wait, I still need to check on my manga! 10 minutes of Natsuki's fussing and half an hour of walking later, we're strolling through the downtown area. There's that girl again. Or for the first time, because... these timelines are so confusing. So, what do you guys want to do? I think Natsuki wants to buy more manga. Hey! Well, a new chapter of this manga I'm reading came out, so... To the bookstore it is, then. But this is the library. Or, well, could you possibly buy books at the library? I don't know. Huh, so you come here to buy your manga. Got a problem with that? Seriously, I'm getting the idea that she does want to seriously murder him. And, well, he's not exactly asking, like, mean questions. He's just here like, so this is where you buy it. You got a problem with that? Like, geez, take it easy. No, it's just that I usually go to A-Books for mine. Oh, I go there sometimes too, but the magazine I wanted to pick up today is cheaper here. Which magazine is it? Elf magazine. Okay, no. Natsuki makes a beeline to a table stacked with manga, and holds up a colorfully illustrated manga magazine. The character that's drawn on the cover has exceedingly huge eyes. This looks like the type of thing that Parfait Girls would have been published in. This is probably one of the best shoujo manga magazines in circulation right now. I mean, Parfait Girls was first published in this. Yep, called it. Look, it even comes with a little free gift. She points out a small packet attached to the back. Looks like this month's issue came with a pack of gel pens. Nice. Try to tell me that your manga can beat that. Beat that! I mean, mine certainly don't come with gel pens. Exactly! I turn to Sayori as Natsuki starts flipping through her magazine. Do you have anything you need to look for? I don't think so. Oh wait, I actually need to buy a new copy of the English workbook. Huh? Why? Don't tell me you... I lost it. Jeez, we better go look for it then. Hey Natsuki, Yuri and... damn it. Hey Natsuki, Sayori and I are going to find a workbook. Have fun with that. I'm gonna be here for a while. Yeah, sure, you go do whatever. Okay. And then we're gonna meet Elvis. And some pro wrestlers. Tell him I said hi. We began walking through the aisles, scanning the titles of the books. Manga, light novels, children's fiction, adult fiction. There we go. Education. I wonder, should I get something for Yuri? It would definitely be nice to be able to repay her for the copy of Portrait of Markov. What book could I get her that she hasn't read yet, though? Don't tell me I'm gonna have to make a decision. Hey, Sayori. Huh? She looks up from pursuing a table of workbooks. Has Yuri ever mentioned any books that she wants? Like, ones that she hasn't bought yet? No, or at least I don't remember it. She'd probably just buy it herself if there was a book she was interested in. Most likely. Did you want to get something for her? Yeah, I just thought that I'd thank her for giving me Portrait of Markov. That's sweet of you, Daniel. Oh, there it is! I just love this face. But you already knew that. Dang it. Sayori triumphantly picks up the book she was looking for. Triangles are your friends. Or, no wait, that's a math book. Anyway, if you don't know what book to get her, how about buying something else? Like what? Yeah, my question exactly. Huh, like what? I don't know, the bookstore sells stuff like stationery too, right? I know she likes pens. No, not like that. That's actually a really good idea. At least I hope it's not like that. You should listen to me more often. I would if you always had good ideas. What? Are you saying I don't? Hey, you're the one who said it, not me. She sticks her tongue out at me. Now how about helping me find the stationery section? Sometime later we find ourselves back at the front of the store with Natsuki. Okay, I was like, back at the front? Oh, yeah. Oh, there you guys are. Yeah, I told you, we have some autographs from Elvis. And Macho Man Randy Savage! We told him you said hi. What took you so long? You should have seen the line to get the autographs for Macho Man Randy Savage! Sorry. I was looking for something to get Yuri. I hold up a slim package wrapped in cellophane. We found some really nice heavy-duty parchment paper. It actually feels pretty satisfying to write on. Did you write on it? I'd use it myself if it weren't so expensive. Did you guys pay for everything then? Yep, we're all good. So where are we headed next? If you guys are hungry, I know a pretty good place to get some food. Ooh, what kind of food? It's... Natsuki shoots me the briefest of glances. Well, it's this little tea and crepes place I discovered a while back. But I wouldn't expect a boy to be able to appreciate sweets. Seriously, who put salt in your cornflakes this morning? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Tea isn't even sweet. It's basically just bitter leaf juice. How could you say that? Ugh, not that kind of tea. It's the sweet kind of tea, like milk tea. You know, the type that makes you put tapioca pearls to make boba. Boba Fett? But I thought he was a clone of Jango Fett's DNA. It doesn't It doesn't help that I don't know what boba is other than Boba Fett. Baba? Oh, you mean bubble tea? Boba, baba, boba... Dang it. What's happening to me? Yep. I like calling it boba because that's what it's called where it came from. Taiwan. You're totally the type to watch something with subtitles because it sounds more authentic in the original language, huh? No. Here comes the old subs versus dubs debate. Can't we all just get along here? It is more authentic when it's not dubbed. Calling it boba calling it boba is more Natsuki-ish anyway because it sounds so cute when she says it. What? I am not cute! You know, it's supposed to be a compliment when someone calls you cute. Not the way you guys say it. Well, not the way... Well, to be fair, I'm the one who's making her sound a little more sassy and, like, sarcastic. How else does she want us to say it? You're so cute! Or, hello, Natsuki! You're so cute! Ho-ho! It's like, there, would you like your old pal Mickey Mouse to call you cute? Anyway, what do you mean I wouldn't be able to appreciate it? What's that supposed to mean? Just because I'm a guy doesn't mean I don't like sweets. What's wrong with you? You're insulting my sensitive feelings! After all, I grew up with Sayori, and you know how she is with them. Ha! So it's only because of me you can appreciate them. So I am a sweet connoisseur because of Sayori. That's not what I meant. What Sayori said does make sense. Of course, you'll never be able to reach our caliber when it comes to that stuff. Oh, pardon me, I'm such a hack. Look out, everyone, we got a badass over here. But if you're already used to it because of Sayori, we might as well go. And with that, Natsuki drags us along with her. I'm not sure what kind of logic she uses, but if it works... Yeah, her logic makes no sense. I went through 4 timelines with her. She's probably just embarrassed about showing me her interests. Maybe she doesn't hang out with many guys. Or any guys. Oh hey, it's the place that I've been to at least 20 other times. Here it is! Hotoful tea! Hotoful tea? I see this word in my mind automatically thinks of Hotoful boyfriend, or however the heck you say that. It looks like a fairly generic modern cafe. It's pretty empty right now, but I guess this time of day isn't peak rush hour for any cafe. I haven't been here in too long. Hurry up and order, guys. Jeez. Well then. Hold on, we don't even know what's on the menu. If you take too long, I'm gonna order for you. Man. Madam Fortress Mommy. Natsuki readily rattles off an order to the cashier. It's clear that she's been here more than a few times before. What do you think you're getting, Sayori? I don't know. What about you? I don't know either. Jesus, don't you dare do that thing where you stand there indecisively for like half an hour. The tone of her voice is as bossy as ever, but there's a surprisingly big smile on her face. Natsuki Fang! Even Natsuki can't cover up that, even Natsuki can't keep up that act forever, huh? Alright, I'm just gonna go with this. What is this? Before we know it, we're all seated around a table with our drinks in hand. Now I'm never gonna know what is this. Natsuki got some kind of rose milk tea with heart-shaped strawberry jelly. That drink was definitely made for her. Is it on the menu called the Natsuki Special? Meanwhile, Sayori and I ordered a passion fruit slush and a green tea mango drink respectively. Okay. Anyways. Whoa, this is so good! No wonder you like this place so much. Yeah, I think I'll have to come back here on my own time. Heh, and that's why you trust in my taste. She thumbs through her manga as she takes a sip of her drink. That reminds me, what manga are you catching up on? Oh, whoops! Whenever I come here, I usually have new manga with me, so I got in the habit of reading while drinking. Remember, kids, don't drink and read. Wait. No, I think that's fine. That's fine. I can understand how eager you must be to start the chapter. Yeah, it's just so frustrating to have to wait a month for the next one. And don't get me started on hiatuses. Or better yet, don't get me started on when your favorite author cancels your favorite story because he doesn't care anymore. I already said it, but I'm still kind of bitter about that. You make me fall in love with these new characters you introduced in the last episode, as well as everyone from the rest of the 23 episodes, and then what do? You cut it short. Well, the anime, which ran out of source material because the light novel got killed off. Hey, manga artists are humans who need breaks too, you know. Yeah, like the manga artist who was writing for Hunter x Hunter. That's had quite a few hiatuses, but I mean that's because of his health and all that, so I mean that's understandable. Or hell, when High School of the Dead, when the author passed away, that was just terrible. That's part of the reason why I never really wanted to start High School of the Dead, because, well, I know it sounds kind of weird, but it's like, I don't want to just start it up and then be like, oh, well, now I'm never gonna know how it ends, so in a sense, it'll leave me here like, ugh, how would it have ended if only I knew? Versus if I just never started at all, but, you know. So it's like, my heart definitely goes out to those people, as well as the family as well, so. But authors who quit because they, quote-unquote, got bored, that's no excuse to me. Or I don't know. At least end it somehow. I don't care, just make a one-off chapter or whatever, an epilogue. I know, but I wish I could buy the manga all at once. Yeah, well, in a sense, that's kind of what I do. I just buy the volumes that they put out, instead of having to go through each individual chapter, which I don't know if I could even do that. Anyway, this one's about a girl who discovers these guardian characters that can unlock people's true potentials. Like the stand arrow. Her character design is really nice too. She holds up her manga and points at one of the characters. It's a girl with shoulder-length layered hair, clad in a high school uniform that's fashioned in a tomboyish manner, complete with a tie and a random belt. I've always liked these kinds of visual kei-ish designs. Like, they're kind of glamorous and androgynous, but super cool. You mean like Sailor Uranus's design, kind of? Really? I always thought you liked manga with cuter-looking characters. Well, I mean, I do like cute characters, but I also like cool ones. Let's see, if you like that kind of fashion, why don't you try dressing up that way? What? So, you want her to dress up like Sailor Uranus? Ugh, do you know how hard it is to change your style? To be honest, I do kind of want to try it at least once. But it feels so weird to dress differently. I know that feeling. It's like, I'm already too comfortable with my current clothes to change. Plus, I feel like it's so out of character for me now at this point. What do you mean? You say that as if we are characters in some kind of work of fiction. Okay, have you ever watched the anime Rose Revolution? No, can't say I have. Me neither. Me neither. Did we seriously make Natsuki cry because we're like, no, we never watched it? Seriously. Well, it's pretty old, so it's to be expected. But for now, all you need to know is that the main character is a girl named Utena, and her best friend is a girl named Wakaba. So Utena is one of the coolest of the cool. She's a girl, but she wears a boy's uniform, and even has a fan club of girls at school. So then she does sound kind of like Sailor Uranus, or Haruka. Meanwhile, her best friend is super cutesy and girly, and really depends on Utena for things. You can probably guess that she wears a girl's uniform. Like Michiru, Sailor Neptune. Although, they don't happen to have a relationship like Haruka and Michiru, do they? It'd be really weird for Utena and Wakaba to swap uniforms, right? Well, I haven't watched the anime, so I don't really know how they look, but I think I get what you mean. But you're not a character in an anime, Natsuki. Can't you change if you want to? Oh no, she's becoming self-aware. No, not like immediately though. Plus, you know there's gonna be a bunch of people judging you for it. Sometimes facing judgment for the sake of change is worth it though. I guess from a certain point of view, yeah. If it's a change for the better, it'll make you feel better. So I guess, yeah, in some ways... I'm just here, like, bouncing it around in my head, like, okay, what do I want to say to this? Like, yeah, in a sense, if it's really, like, you truly want to go through with this, then, like, don't worry about what other people say and do. Just ignore them, they don't matter. Yeah, anyway, it's not that I dislike cute clothes. I'm not dumb, you know. I picked out my clothes because I thought they looked cute, and I like cute things. Did you know you are a cute thing? But I don't want to be a Wakaba. I just wish I could be as cool as Utena. She's so independent and strong. I think I understand how you feel. Wanting to be depended on rather than depending on others. Man, when did this conversation get so serious? I don't know, but this does actually kind of tie into Natsuki's route a bit. She wants to be independent, in other words, like, be dependent on, not have to depend on others, which is why, like, she got so angsty towards MC, because it's like, I don't want to depend on you for the rest of my life for everything, even though he's sort of like, I want to protect you and be there for you, and then she's like, no, I want to be able to do things on my own. So this actually makes quite a bit of sense now. Well, I mean, it did before, but now it for sure does, hearing it out of her. Natsuki, if you want, we could go clothes shopping sometime. Then you could try out different styles and see if there's anything you like. Maybe. There's an uncertain tone in her voice, but Natsuki's smile is genuine. Natsuki Fang. If you go clothes shopping with Sayori, she's just gonna say, you look good and everything. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little positivity. That's something you've really got to learn, Daniel. Sorry. I'm not an Optimist Prime. I'm a Negatron. Pfft. What about Natsuki then, huh? I'm positive that I'm more positive than you, Daniel. I roll my eyes at that. Ha 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 ha. That was so funny I forgot to laugh. This has been so fun, guys. We should do it more often. Heh. Fun, guys. Okay, no. There are no mushrooms here. Heh, yeah. I think I have to go now, though. Can't be late for dinner. I guess we should go too, then. Are you going out to eat? Nah, I just don't want to miss my dad's cooking. Okay then, you want us to walk you back? I'm good. See you at school. Exchanging goodbyes, Sayori and I begin walking back. Honestly, this was more fun than I expected. We should do this again sometime! Although it was really just Natsuki leading us around on her personal routine. We had nice conversations together. Plus, I got to buy something for Yuri. So I see this as an absolute win! Hope she appreciates the stationery. It really took a huge chunk out of my pocket money. And then nothing of any relative importance happened whatsoever. Jump around. Okay, now what? Ooh, this music. I idly twirl my pen around in my fingers, sighing at the blank piece of paper in front of me. You'd think that with all the poems I'd written so far, it'd be pretty easy to start on yet another one. It's like, it's not so easy when you don't have me to help you, is it? But I've been having trouble gaining any inspiration in writing a horror-themed poem. In order to celebrate Halloween, Monica asked us all to write themed poetry. We're supposed to have some kind of Halloween party as well. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm wondering if this is going to be the exact same Halloween event as well. I guess just in case it is, like with the festival, I'm probably going to make a separate video of it because at this point, yeah, it's just redundant for me at this point. Unless, of course, the game forces me to go through it anyways, in which case, then I can't be at ludicrous speed. I did watch a horror anime to get in the mood, but I'm not sure if it helped much. Don't get me wrong, it was a great bit of surreal horror media. The sound design successfully created tension that kept stacking up over time, and the graphics were quite creepy as well. They were done in the style of old paper puppet crafts, lending an air of mystery and age to the stories. Huh. Despite all this, though, my mind still draws a blank when I confront the paper in front of me. It doesn't help that I hardly got any sleep last night either. It's hard to shake off this feeling of exhaustion. I don't want to procrastinate too much, but come on. I've got to think of something. How in the world does Stephen King do this? I don't know. Alright, it's getting a bit late, but it probably wouldn't hurt to go out and walk around for a few minutes. Exercise can energize you, right? I could always pick up a can of coffee or tea somewhere, too. Plus, something might come to me while I'm walking. As I make my way outside, I see stars here and there beginning to emerge from the darkening sky. It looks like there might be a small chance of rain, and it's a bit nippy as well. I don't think it's anything to have to worry about, though. What's a good place for poetry inspiration? I stretch languidly as I stroll past a set of train tracks. Horror. Is there a graveyard around here somewhere? How about the train graveyard? Oh, well, that's in Midgar. If I recall correctly, it's a quick walk away from where I'm at. It'd probably seriously creep me out, but art requires sacrifice. Do it! Make the sacrifice! Oh, hello. A few minutes later, I spot the wrought iron gate to the cemetery. It's quite dark as there aren't any lights, but I can still make out the dark greens of the ivy snaking up the iron fence, as well as a flash of violet just inside the gate. Huh. Wait a minute. Hey, Yuri! Oh. Damn it, you scared her. Well, I guess I'll just say it now, but I'm starting to see some parallels between this and Purist Mod Yuri. Purist Mod Yuri also used to kind of come to a graveyard to be kind of alone with her thoughts. She seems to panic for a moment after noticing me, but quickly regains her composure as we approach each other. Hi, Daniel. I didn't see you there. Sorry if I startled you now. Oh, it's no bother. Wait, why is Yuri visiting the graveyard? Oh. Let's see what they come to. Hey Yuri, were you trying to find inspiration for your Halloween poem too? She glances around for a minute as if processing my question. Oh, yes, that's right. I'm assuring you were doing the same? Did I read that right? I'm assuming you were doing the same. Oops. Yep. Guess great minds think alike. Yuri gives a light chuckle at that. I was thinking of getting a drink too. Want to come with me? Well, it's getting a bit late. Oh, no problem. I'm just planning on grabbing a tea or coffee from the store for a minute. I see. In that case, I could probably keep you company for a bit. Smiling at each other, we make our way to the shopping district. Yuri, I think you have something on your shoe. Is that so? We slow to a stop as she bends down to pick something off of her shoe. Huh? Is that a rose petal? Is Tuxedo Mask somewhere around here? Where did that come from? It must have come off some of the flower arrangements back in the cemetery. Oh, that makes sense. It's nice to know that people's graves are being tended in there. I agree. Being forgotten by your loved ones, it isn't a very comforting thought. Yep. That's part of the reason why Dia de los Muertos exists in Mexican culture. So that way, you don't forget your loved ones, and instead you celebrate them. You celebrate their memory and keep that alive for future generations. Were you walking around there for a while? For a little bit. I had some trouble settling on a certain theme for my poem. That's a surprise, considering how much you love horror. You would think so, but it's difficult to pick one cohesive theme when there's so many to choose from. So what'd you end up deciding on? Well, would it be alright if I kept it a surprise for now? Sure, I can respect that. Oh, hello. As we pass by a row of small shops and cafes, a few drops of water splash onto my face. Uh-oh. Oh, I love this rain effect. The droplets soon increase in size and frequency, and before we know it, we're caught in a downpour. It's like, I'm sorry, what were you saying that it wasn't something to worry about? Should have brought an umbrella after all. Do you want to head inside somewhere? Isn't this romantic? We're getting caught in the rain together. Okay, well. Yes, please. Okay, just outside of Santa's convenience store. We jog up to a convenience store. The cold rainwater splashing up at our ankles as we slosh through the puddles. The entrance under the awning is thankfully dry. The yellowed lights inside comforting in the night. That's kind of poetic. Oh, hello. Pushing the door open, we're met with a small tinkling of a bell. Hey, Pikachu. Let's see, where's the drinks section? Oh, I think I see it in the back. Actually, yes, there it is. I follow Yuri to a drinks cooler filled with a colorful array of bottles and cans. What are you in the mood for? She pops open the door and grabs a bottle of green tea. While I usually prefer my tea freshly made, the occasional chilled bottle of tea is a nice change of pace. Yeah, it does kind of change the taste when it's hot versus when it's cold. The iciness of cold tea can give it a certain sweetness. We continue our conversation as we take our drinks to the register. It doesn't seem like the rain's letting up. We'd probably get soaked if we were to go out now. We should really be getting back. But we should really be getting back. Over on the other side of the store, I spot a stand carrying a few umbrellas. How about we buy an umbrella then? It'd definitely beat getting sick while trying to get back home. I suppose we can do that. Yay, the funny lady agrees with me. Stepping away from the counter, I grab a plain black umbrella as Yuri grabs a striped one. Whoa, what are you doing? Buying an umbrella? Aren't we just gonna share one? It'd save us some money. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to be a bother. It'd be unfair to ask you to pay for it too. Don't worry about it. I've been needing a new one anyway. There's no need to buy two when just one will work. You just have to stand really close to me. That's true. Alright, thank you for being so considerate. She fidgets with her hair as she says this, a blush creeping across her cheeks. Man, shy girls are seriously cute. Yeah, indeed they are. No problem. Oh. Now, isn't this romantic? Well, now it really is romantic, and the music only adds to it. It's still raining pretty hard. I believe that the bus should be here in a minute. You're taking the bus? Don't you usually walk around town? Well, yes, but the weather... Oh, right. Let's head to the stop so we don't miss it then. After unfolding the umbrella, I wait for Yuri to join me under it. She's not coming closer, though, instead electing to stand still, staring at her feet. Is something wrong? Do I offend? No, I'm fine. She inches toward me until there's only a few inches between us. Let's go. We make our way to the bus stop. Once there, I open up my bottle of tea. It's probably not the best weather to drink cold tea, but I already bought it. Is he gonna become sick in this timeline too? I don't even remember when that happened. Hey, Yuri. Yes? I meant to ask earlier, but how did you learn to make tea? It's not such an interesting story. Which means it's a very interesting story. Come on, I want to get to know you better. And given that tea is such an integral part of your character, I feel like I should know more about what it means to you. You say that as if she's part of a fictional universe. An integral part of my character? Whatever do you mean by that? You're speaking as though we're part of some kind of fictional universe, and I am one of the characters partaking in said universe. I mean, you are passionate about tea, aren't you? I suppose so. But I do have other interests, you know. I'm not trying to be a jerk, I swear. Yeah, I was just joking. I guess it wasn't a very good joke. Okay, I guess I'll give you that one. No, you're fine. I'm just not very good with humor. Yuri sighs, looking up into the sky. My mother was the one who taught me how to make tea. Ah, that makes sense. She was the one who helped teach you how to cook, after all. Yes, that's right. I believe I was just about to finish primary school when I first tried to make tea. Of course, I didn't go about making it all at once, but over time she allowed me to do it more and more. She taught me how to prepare tea in all manner of ways, from Western to Eastern styles. Well, you'd be surprised at how many different infusers, strainers, and teapots she owned. Sounds like it's a major hobby for her. Hoo-hoo, it definitely was. My mother even eventually taught me how to properly perform a tea ceremony. Dang, seriously? Why aren't you in the club for that, then? I don't know. I was just always intimidated by the idea of actually performing in front of other people. Which we kind of ended up having to do anyway. There's so many ways you can mess up. But you always seem really graceful to me. Well, I'm glad you didn't join the tea ceremony club, though, because otherwise I wouldn't have met you. I'm glad too. She blushes and looks down again, smiling at her shoes. I'm not as graceful as you may think, though. Huh. I kind of find that hard to believe. You just haven't seen me make many mistakes yet. There was one time I wasn't careful enough when handling the hot tea kettle one day, and I nearly spilled it onto myself. My mother realized what was happening and put her hand over the spout to keep it from burning me. Oh. But because of that, she ended up with burns on her hand. You know, this almost reminds me of Parasite the Maxim, when the mom actually... Well, I guess minor spoilers here, but I forgot the name of the main guy character, but when he was little, he was about to get burned by some boiling water, and so she sticks her hand out in front of it, and she ends up with her hand, and I think a good part of her arm getting burned. For a while, I just felt so awful for allowing my ineptitude to hurt my mother. I didn't touch the tea kettle again for quite a while. Over time, however, I ended up becoming interested in tea again. Well, I'm glad you got back into it. Yuri being clumsy isn't something that I'm used to. When she's calm, she's so elegant. Yes, I am too. Your mom sounds really nice, by the way. I shiver a bit as the wind buffets my body, whipping my clothes around me. Thankfully, the bus shows up a moment later, its bright lights heralding its arrival. Okay, we're on the bus. We stumble aboard and manage to find seats next to each other. Yuri moves her arms to the sides, letting out a deep breath and looking out the night sky beyond the window. Passing streetlights reflect off of her eyes, shining golden over the violet of her irises. Sinking lower into my seat, I sigh in contentment. Even though we aren't talking, it still feels nice just to be close to her. After a minute, Yuri signals her oncoming stop. As I stand up to exit the bus with her, Yuri stops me. You really don't have to walk me all the way back. Isn't this out of your way? Yeah, but I don't want you to get sick. I bought the umbrella to share with you the full way. Come on, I insist. Okay, well I guess this is one time where I suppose I would applaud him for being a good gentleman. Especially to not let a woman walk by herself in the night in the middle of the rain. I gently pull Yuri along with me, opening the umbrella as we leave. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, well, no more rain. It's quite serene now. The rain has lightened up to a pitter-patter, and the occasional breeze gently rustles the trees around us. Daniel? Yes? Do you ever notice how the light is when it's raining? What do you mean? Well, she looks around for a moment, then points at a street lamp down the street. Whenever it rains, it almost seems like the properties of lights are completely changed. And it's especially obvious at night. Now that she mentions it, the lights do seem a bit different. It's something I think I've noticed subconsciously, but never really paid any attention to. A cold gust A cold gust blows by, causing Yuri and I to huddle closer together. Our shoulders are touching by this point, providing a small smidgen of warmth. Yuri doesn't seem to notice, or at least she's acting like she doesn't. I want this to last forever. But it might just be that she's lost in her thoughts right now, though. She's been doing that more and more frequently. It's been nice to see her really open up to me. Yeah, it's almost like the lights are glowing. Well, of course light glows, but it's, I don't know, blurry. Yeah, I'd say. Like the mist of the rain just kind of creates like a blur effect. Yuri nods her head. The way the light bounces off each individual droplet seems to create a sort of halo around the street lamps. Okay, well, she said it probably better than I did. At times, it almost looks like the light's dancing around in the air as it refracts through the rain. It's as if the lights are spirits, burning out their life force like fireflies. That's a bit morbid, showing that not all of the world is darkness. Huh, I never thought of it like that before. My words are met with a faint smile. Every so often, I wonder if the lights in the distance are friendly will-o-wisps. I wonder if they're guiding me somewhere, urging me towards some far-off destination, one step at a time. It's unnerving when they suddenly disappear right before you. When something cuts off their connection to the world, leaving everyone being guided in the dark. It's when that happens that you realize what you've been taking for granted. You truly begin to appreciate how welcoming the warmth was before, in contrast to the new, chilling darkness. Yeah, it can feel kind of lonely when you're walking around by yourself in the dark. Not to mention, it's kind of dangerous to do so. You have to have been doing that a lot lately, have you? Or, you haven't been doing that a lot lately, have you? Don't worry, I haven't. Well, good. If you ever need to walk around at night, just ask me, and I'll be there. Plus, it feels a lot less lonely when you walk around with friends. Even if you're lost in the dark, if you have friends by your side, you'll at least be able to trust that someone's going to stick by you, and that you'll just stay together, and that things will be alright. And I guess you can kind of imagine, like, this is sort of why I pick that song, Stay Together. Because in a sense, it's like, I feel like a lot of the theme in DDLC, and, well, especially like mods like this, are the idea of staying together with one another, having each other's back, that sense of trust and honesty and love and friendship. And I guess it also helps that that song is a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. One that I had been searching for years, ever since I heard it in the Pokemon Battle Frontier anime. It's probably just me, but it feels like Yuri and I are a bit closer than we were before. Physically or figuratively. I would definitely say figuratively, though, for sure. I'm about to open my mouth to speak again when she abruptly comes to a stop, nearly causing me to trip. We're at a quiet intersection that I'm not too familiar with. Well, Daniel, thank you for accompanying me on my way home. For you, I would do anything for you, funny lady. Aren't I walking all the way back with you? You wouldn't want to get wet now, right? I mean, the rain's let up quite a bit by now. Really, I wouldn't want you to go too far out of your way. Are you sure? I would go to hell and back for you if you asked me to. Or I would run around the world for you if it would satisfy you. But then I would just be running around you, and then you'll be all like, but I asked you to run around the world. And then I'll say, you are my world. Okay, no. How many times have I made that stupid joke? And how many LPs have I done that in? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Thank you for the offer, though. All good. It's been my pleasure. You were right. It is less lonely walking with friends. In the dark, and through life itself, you could say. Any kind of journey with friends is better left in company. Or, you know what I mean. Her smile sends a light wave of warmth through my body. Yeah, it was. Well, see you tomorrow then. Goodbye, Daniel. Okay, and then let me guess, nothing of any relative importance happened whatsoever. Okay, I wonder, what are we going to be seeing now? Okay, we're back in the room. Oh, I called it. Ugh. I ended up getting home pretty late last night. On top of that, I had to finish some work before going to bed. So this makes it 2 nights in a row that I didn't get enough sleep. My head feels fuzzy and warm, and I'm having a hard time finding the energy to get up. As I shove my blankets aside and try to stand up, I struggle to maintain my balance. Crap, I can't do it. I flop back onto my bed, sinking down into my comforter. Maybe I'll just rest my eyes for a bit. What is this? My body feels like it's baking in an oven. This pounding in my head. Each wave of pain pushes me further into the haze of my fever. Ugh, how much time has passed? I struggle to take a deep breath, and I am pleasantly surprised by the notes of lavender and sweets in the air. Lavender. Yuri? Now that I think about it, I hope she didn't catch anything as well. I smile as I drop into my pillow as I think about the time we've been spending together. Not even my fever can distract me from the happiness I feel from recalling these memories. This warm and fuzzy feeling inside. It's not the same kind of feeling I get when I think about friends. It's something different. Someone's in love. However, I'm suddenly snapped out of my reverie when something cold and damp is placed on my forehead. What the? Oh my god, it's Nurse Sayori and Nurse Yuri. And oh my god, that picture by Ryan Art has finally come true. Seriously, go look her up on Instagram or Reddit. I love her artwork. Turning in my bed to face my room, I'm met by the sight of Yuri and Sayori sitting by my bedside. Yuri's red face, whispering to Sayori as Sayori writes on a piece of paper. What are you saying about me? Daniel, you're finally awake! Yeah, I guess I am. What time is it? Time for you to get a watch! It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. Oh, jeez. Holy... And I've been out this whole day? Hold on, what are you two doing here? I get up a little, propping myself on my elbows. My head still spins whenever I move, but I'm a bit better than I was earlier. I'm really sorry for coming into your house unannounced like this. You weren't answering your calls and Sayori mentioned that... Relax, Yuri. I'm guessing you and Sayori came over to check up on me, in which case, I'm thankful you guys are here. Yuri blinks for a moment, a blush deepening on her cheeks. Oh, well, I'm glad. See, Yuri, I told you Daniel wouldn't mind. So you're the culprit behind this visit, huh? So that makes you an accomplice! Okay, no. You're an accomplice for a good cause, though. Hey, you should be thankful that we're here. Don't worry, I am. I'm just teasing you. Huh. Are you secretly Natsuki now? That's her thing.
Well, you didn't show up at school and wouldn't answer our calls, so we were worried that something happened to you. You should have seen Yuri.
Oh.
She started panic. Sayori!
Oh, hey. I did not know you could do this. Well, there you have it. Now we can have full view of the scenery.
Anyway, Sayori decided to visit after school, so I tagged along.
Well, I'm sorry for making you guys worry and go through all this trouble.
We'd much rather you were okay, so please don't worry about it.
Anyway, I think I'll be fine. I make an attempt at standing, but an intense wave of nausea quickly reminds me that I'm not going anywhere soon.
No, you should rest. I'll get you some water and medicine.
Thank you, Nurse Sayori. Sayori rushes off, the fading sounds of footsteps signaling her descent to the lower floor of the house.
You need to recover before attempting anything more strenuous.
Standing up is strenuous activity. Yes, especially when you're not feeling well and you have a fever and next thing you know you got vertigo and you end up on the floor. Trust me, it's not fun. Especially with the dizziness.
You know what I mean.
Huh. Well, I kinda need to use the bathroom. I stand up fully this time.
Oh. Well, in that case...
Yuri stands up too.
Do you want me to help you?
Now, it could be that I'm not feeling as well as I thought I did. But at the thought of her helping me to the bathroom, it feels like my fever's coming back in full force. I sit back down as my face heats up. Okay, Daniel, she probably meant something way different from what you think.
What the hell are you thinking then?
I was thinking like she was just gonna help you walk to the bathroom and then you'd go in there by yourself and she'd wait patiently out there for you in case you don't need any help or whatever. What are you thinking, cochino?
Daniel, are you okay?
No, he's being a little cochino.
Your face is burning up.
Because he's having naughty thoughts.
I'm fine, Yuri.
No, you're not.
Here, let me help you.
She proceeds to extend her hand out to me. Focus, Daniel. Stop thinking weird things. I'll probably die of embarrassment if I end up wetting myself in front of two girls. So I gotta make it to that bathroom one way or another. Yeah, you'll never be able to show yourself in front of your childhood friend and possible future wife ever again. I take Yuri's hand. It's surprisingly cold in my grasp. Maybe because you're burning up. As she helps me back up, I start to wobble a bit.
If you need to, you could...
Now it looks like she's the one catching a fever. She looks away, struggling to maintain eye contact.
Are you okay, Yuri? If you need to, you can lean against me for support. I wouldn't want you to end up falling and hurting yourself while you're ill.
Thoughtful. We end up leaning on each other, shoulder to shoulder. We make it outside my room to the bathroom door. Or once we make it outside to my room to the bathroom door, Sayori comes up the stairs with water and medicine.
Hey Daniel, you shouldn't be out.
She cuts herself out as she glances between Yuri and me. Don't be getting any funny ideas.
I needed to go to the bathroom, so Yuri's helping me.
What did I just tell you?
Yes, exactly. It's not what you're thinking it is. Okay.
No, you better not be thinking anything weird.
Well, I'll put the stuff next to your bed then.
And with that, she heads into my room. Alright, I'll be fine here, Yuri.
Okay, I'll be heading back to your room then, if you don't mind. Just call me when you're finished.
Okay. Making my way back to my room, I can barely hear the sounds of Sayori. I can just barely hear the sounds of Sayori and Yuri talking.
So it seems... and Daniel are... do you?
Wait, what about me?
What'd you call me? Come on. You heard what he said.
No, what did he say? What? What did I say?
I'm sure we just misheard him. Well, he doesn't know a whole lot of people outside of the club. Who do you think he was talking about?
I don't know. Wait, what are you talking about? What was he talking about? Was he babbling in his sleep? Like, okay. Alright, Donna, you should probably stop eavesdropping now. But as I reach for the doorknob, my hand freezes.
What do you mean?
My mind's racing, trying to figure out if I said anything to them.
Come on, Yuri. Don't you think that... I should check on him?
As footsteps began approaching the door, I quickly open it.
Daniel. I see you're done.
Yeah, I just finished. Sayori perks up as she notices me enter my room again. Now, what were you saying about me?
Hey, I just texted Monica and Natsuki that you were doing better.
But neither of them like me. Ah, cool. They were probably wondering where I was, right? No, I bet they were celebrating that I wasn't there. They were throwing a party, weren't they? As I open my mouth to speak more, my stomach rumbles.
Now that I think about it, would you like something to eat?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Jinx!
Huh? Yuri sighs and then laughs along with Sayori.
If you want, we can try making something here.
Okay, funny.
Daniel, do you have any ingredients we can use?
There's garlic. I'm pretty sure that I have salmon and... oh, and a bunch of frozen foods as usual.
Oh, I like some salmon.
Oh. Man, I have... like, sometimes I go back and forth between pronouncing it salmon and salmon because... well, anyways.
Given that it's a school night, it'd be preferable if we could make something fast.
Just be careful not to set the house on fire again. I smile at Sayori while I say this. Oh.
Hey! That was one time!
We end up laughing together.
Well, Daniel, if you're settled back in, we'll start making the food then.
They proceed to head downstairs as I take my medicine and drink some water. It's nice and quiet now. As I close my eyes, I can feel myself slipping back into the warm embrace of sleep. That is, until the sound of my phone ringing shatters the calm of the air. Ah, damn it. For a moment, I contemplate ignoring it, but with a groan, I reach for my phone and check the caller ID. Is it Mom? I don't know, maybe I am a psychic or something. Mom's calling. Good thing I checked, because then you would have been a total ass to your mom.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Daniel, are you okay? You didn't pick up your phone earlier, so I was getting worried. Plus, the school rang me up and told me that you didn't go in.
Ah, sorry, I must have been out. Anyway, I'm doing better now. Had a really bad fever, but after sleeping it off, I'm feeling much better.
Are you sure?
Yes, Mom.
Well, make sure you're drinking plenty of water and getting a lot of rest, okay? I think I left some medicine in the kitchen if you're...
Mom, it's just a fever. It's not like the bubonic plague or anything. I really hope that by the time anyone who's watching this in the future, I hope that whatever's been going on for the majority of the year 2020, I hope that's passed, because right now this doesn't... it just feels a bit too soon right now. But Right as I say that, I can't help but hack up a wet, raspy cough.
Are you sure about that? That cough sounded pretty medieval.
Geez, way to reassure me.
Are you sure you're okay? I can catch a flight home if you're really ill, you know.
No, that's way too much effort.
I'll be fine, Mom, seriously. Some friends came over from school to help take care of me. Oh? You have friends? I'm guessing one of them was Sayori? And?
And what?
And the other friend? She's a girl, isn't she?
How do you know? Hey, don't be getting any funny ideas. Look who's talking, Mr. Weird thoughts about Yuri taking him to the bathroom.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, it was just Yuri. That's the name of another mod, which I don't play, but I've thought about it.
Isn't Yuri from your club?
Yeah, she is.
I see. So...
I can tell exactly what the next question is going to be.
How close are you and Yuri?
Called it. What do you mean? I mean, are you like... buddy-buddy, or are you on the verge of like wanting to fall in love and passionately kiss and whatever else they do in the movies?
You know. Do you like her? You two seem to be close if she's concerned enough to check on you along with Sayori. Or is Sayori the one you like?
Mom!
Can't a mother be curious about her son's love life?
Okay, fine.
Come on, be honest.
Geez, my life isn't some dumb high school rom-com, you know. Do you know what we're in right now? It's like, well, now that I know I can do this, you can bet I'm going to take advantage of that. What kind of angsty teenage boy tells their mom about their crushes? It's just a phase, Mom. It's not a phase, Mom. It's who I am. Now leave me alone. I gotta listen to some My Chemical Romance. And the new Fall Out Boy songs.
Oh, it's okay. I'll keep it a secret.
How about this? I'll answer with a definite, I don't know.
Huh. You can't worm your way out of this one. I'm too starved for ideas.
Ideas? Ideas about your life? Oh no, don't give her ideas about his life.
I'm too starved for details about your life.
I roll my eyes.
Whose fault is it that she's not here to know about my life?
Well, to be fair, she's doing this for the both of you. I bet if she had, like, in a perfect world, if she didn't have to worry about money and whatever, she'd probably be there right there with you right now, so... Yeah, well, anyways. Almost immediately after thinking of that, I'm hit by a pang of guilt. Yeah, you should be. Yeah. So I guess it's like, I think about how much time my mom spent working to support the both of us, and... So, I mean, it's like, I understood why she was doing it, so... So in a sense, it's like, I never really questioned it unless it was because I was worried about her health, which at some point I was worried about. Well, a few points I was worried about her health, so... Anyways... She's not working away from home because she wants to. She's doing it to support me and maintain our quality of life. There you go, so quit being a smartass.
So, do you not know? Or do you know but just not want to say it?
Ugh, why don't you say so? It might just be my guilt making me do this, but you know what? I'm gonna open up to her. Oh boy, here we go. It's hard to describe.
So you like Sayori then?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever thought of her that way. Sayori and I have been friends for so long that it's hard to imagine us being a couple. You're like a sister to me. Oof. I don't know, I think I'm just too used to thinking of her as my best friend.
I think you two would make a nice couple.
Shh.
We haven't gotten to that yet. If it's not her, then is it the other girl?
Yuri? No, Okay, I can't think of another girl's name right now.
Yeah, tell me about her.
Well, Yuri's super smart, but kinda shy. She loves literature and can always provide deep insight into whatever we read. Oh, and she's also really mysterious. She's an international woman of mystery. Sometimes I feel like I know her, but then I find out something new and surprising about her that I never expected. Kind of like the previous woman I loved. She was a bit of a woman of mystery too, so... And it's like I was always learning new stuff about her. So long as she felt comfortable enough sharing it with me.
It definitely sounds like you like her.
Wait, how do you know? She knows things.
It's the way you talk about her. I can't see you, but the tone of your voice makes it seem like that's the case. Or it could just be a mother's intuition.
Huh?
At any rate, from what you described, she seems like a nice girl.
Well, I think that the sound of footsteps outside my door interrupts my train of thought. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! This is not a conversation I feel like having in front of the girls right now. Hey, Mom, I've got to go now. There's a knock on the door. My 2 nurses are here.
Alright then. If you're not off the hook...
Oh, God.
But you're not off the hook for this conversation. You'd better believe we'll be continuing this the next time I call.
Okay, I got it.
I'll call the school to let them know that you're not feeling well. Love you, Daniel.
Thanks, and love you too. I hang up the phone and toss it aside. Come in.
Daniel, are you feeling better?
Yeah, I was just talking to my imaginary friend Hugo and my pet panda Fluffy. We were having a grand old time while we were waiting. Yuri's holding the platter of freshly cooked dumplings. I can see the steam still wafting off of them. Hey Yuri, thanks for cooking. And you made my favorite dumplings too. It's like she knows you.
It was nothing. I remembered what you said about them, so when I saw the bag in the freezer, I kind of had to make them.
That's really thoughtful of you. Thanks again. Wait, is Sayori cooking downstairs by herself? Oh my god! You didn't!
I came up here to bring you your food. Don't worry, she's making sure that they don't... Yuri, can you hear it downstairs? I'll leave your food here for now. Coming, Sayori!
Yuri sets the dumplings next to me along with a set of chopsticks. I told you not to leave her by herself. She could set Cheerios on fire. There's about 12 of them neatly lined up. Turned one over, and I can see that the bottom is a perfectly crispy golden brown. I don't want the dumplings to go cold now, but I'd rather much eat with everyone. Well, depending on what they have to do down there, who knows how long you could be waiting.
Sayori! I'm so sorry! To turn off the stove! Okay!
I try to yell from my bed. Is everything alright?
Yes!
Do you want to eat together upstairs? It sounds like something is being sprayed downstairs. Oh my god. Let me guess. You keep a fire extinguisher in the house, right?
Maybe later. You could go ahead and eat now. Don't wait up for us.
I sigh. Yare yare naze. I'm torn between panicking and laughing. Granted, they're going through all of this trouble for me. Although it won't mean much if the house is burnt down. But it's the thought that counts. So long as we don't all burn down. And anyway, I haven't smelled any smoke yet, so I'm probably good. I think. After about 5 minutes, I hear 2 sets of footsteps coming upstairs.
Daniel?
What did you do? Yeah?
We kinda, sort of, you know.
No, I don't know.
We burnt some of the dumplings. Plus, there's fire extinguisher foam everywhere.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, you guys are only here to take care of me. So long as you two don't get hurt and the house doesn't burn down, it's okay. They glance at each other and sigh. Well, as long as that was the only thing that got burned down and no one else got hurt or no visible damage is present.
Thank you for understanding. Yeah, thanks.
Sayori glances at my plate.
Wait, you didn't eat your food? This does not compute. Why is there uneaten food in front of him? Food is meant to be eaten right away.
I figured it'd only be an extra few minutes to wait for you two.
I can make something else after Sayori and I clean up. But they're probably cold by now.
Now that you mention it, you're right. Hey, Yuri.
Yes?
Could you warm these up and bring them back to my room, along with a few more plates and forks?
Of course, but... Don't tell me. You want to share your food?
Yep, that's right. The girls pause for a moment.
But you're sick!
What, you're thinking I'm gonna get you all infected? Relax, I haven't touched the dumplings at all. Oh, I guess that is what she was thinking. I mean, that is actually some good insight on her part, but yeah. We can share them and tide us over for now, and I can order some pizza in the meantime.
Are you sure?
Positive. It's at this moment that Sayori's stomach starts rumbling. Besides, it's getting late and you all need to head back home soon. Yuri looks over at Sayori, as if waiting to take a cue from her. Thankfully, Sayori's never had any... You son of a... Any of that over accepting food from me.
Sounds good to me. Thanks, Daniel. In that case, I'll be in your care.
No need to be so formal, Yuri.
What I meant to say is... thank you for your offer.
She snatches the platter of food and hurries downstairs as if running away. No! I'm sorry! And my voice cracked. Now that that's dealt with, it's time to order the pizza. It won't break my food budget so long as I don't do it too often. Yuri comes back with the warmed-up dumplings.
Alright, here are the dumplings.
She hands them out, 4 on each plate. Hey, Sayori.
Yeah?
Before I forget to ask, would it be alright if you picked up my schoolwork tomorrow? You could probably ask Shiori. She's bound to have all of my missing work.
Yeah, I can do that. After all, it won't do you any good to miss out on your education.
Got it, Mom.
Huh. You know that is for your own good.
Yes, Mom. Pfft, yeah. Anyway, let's dig in. As we eat out, our conversation ends up turning toward the club. By the way, is everyone done writing their poems for Halloween? I'm still thinking about mine, but I want to keep it a secret for now. Surprise, surprise.
My poem's first draft is actually finished already.
She's on the ball. Well, she's a very prudent student.
Ooh, what's it about?
It's about the ugly barnacle. Okay, no.
I'd like to keep it a secret until Halloween, too. We wouldn't want the suspense to be ruined, after all.
That's true. We should probably all keep our lips sealed about them until then.
Alright. I'm just so curious, though.
Knowing Yuri, her poem will probably be pretty solid. Too many words starting with P. But I wonder what Sayori's gonna write about.
I imagine that you weren't able to write yours yet due to your illness.
Yeah, You got me there.
How'd you get sick anyway? Oh, well, we were having a romantic stroll out in the rain, and then at some point, I guess I caught a chill, and, you know, couple stuff. But we're not a couple, or we are, but we're not, and I don't know. You never get sick, not even when we were kids.
Well,
that's probably because I was walking around in the rain last night. Huh? But wasn't it pouring down pretty hard? What were you doing out in the rain?
having jump rope lessons. Honestly, I don't even remember why. It'll be our little secret.
I'll keep you my dirty little secret, dirty little secret. Daniel? To be fair, if he hadn't happened upon me, he might not have been out for so long.
Dang it, I was trying to keep you my dirty little secret. And now it sounds like you feel guilty about all this.
So really, I'm to blame for Daniel's illness?
No, you're not. Stop it.
You're fine. You did nothing wrong. Come on, Yuri. I was wandering around outside even without you at first anyway. So, you two were together last night, then?
It's not what you think. Oh, that's right. We were both looking for inspirations for our poems. Great minds think alike, right, Yuri?
I suppose so. Oh, I guess you guys found your inspirations together then, right?
Oh, no. Well, not yet. For me, at least. Maybe I'll need another late-night walk with Yuri to finish up the poem. Yeah.
If you ever need it, I'd be happy to accompany you for another walk.
I'm sure you would. But now I'm starting to worry about her.
Wow, sounds like fun.
Regardless, with or without another walk, I'll have something together by the time Halloween comes up. It won't be good, but it'll be something.
I look forward to it.
I've been looking forward to this. Yeah, Sayori is just... We hurt her feelings. Ding dong. Suddenly the doorbell rings. Alright, it's Domino's!
I'll get it. I'm super hungry.
Hello, super hungry. I am Daniel. I shuffle around my drawers for my wallet and hand Sayori the money. Here's your money that I owe you. Hey, this should be enough to cover it.
Thanks, I'll be right back.
Before Yuri can move to join her, Sayori dashes off downstairs, probably feeling very, very awkward. Man, she really ran off. Well, can you blame her? Well, yeah, she's hungry, but there's a little something else to it, I feel.
Yeah, I should probably go with her. Excuse me.
As Yuri follows Sayori out of my room, I check my text messages.
Hey, this is Natsuki.
How'd you get my number?
I heard from the others that you weren't doing well.
Do you actually care about me then? I'm doing somewhat better now, DW. I caught something and ended up sleeping for pretty much the entire day. Ding 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 ding. After a minute, she responds. Gross, don't infect me. Oh, trust me, I wouldn't think about getting 10 feet within your range. Yeah, that's why I haven't been back to the club, genius. Why are you flipping me off?
You better not have just been skipping the club.
No, I really am sick. Here, ask Sayori and Yuri. They're my accomplices now.
LOL, yeah, I know. Sayori let me know what was going on earlier. You better make sure you get better for the Halloween party. Otherwise I'll kill you. First I'll shake my fist angrily at you, and then I'll kill you.
Alright, I will. Please don't kill me.
See you in the club when you get better.
Okay. Sounds good. See ya. By the way, your Kaomojis are weird. Yeah, like, what is this one? It's like, let's see, this one looks like someone shaking their fist, and... Okay, yeah, I know that that other one looked like in anime when someone gets, like, super pissed, and they have, like, a stress mark there. This one, like, what is it? It looks like half of a Natsuki. And here's the other half of the Natsuki. Weirdo. Okay, there's the angry one again. Or a different angry one. As I finish tapping away at my phone, the girls re-enter the room with the pizzas. How many did you order?
What toppings did you order?
Pineapple! Because I'm evil!
Just normal cheese and pepperoni pizzas.
Sayori's stomach approves of these choices.
I approve.
Well, let's eat!
Thanks for the meal. Yeah, what Yuri said.
The conversation peters out as much as we munch on the gooey slices of pizza, but it eventually crops back up again. Anyway, Sayori, I'm curious to ask you something.
Huh?
Or, She looks up at me curiously with a mouthful full of cheese pizza. I don't know, just imagining her.
Exactly, how did you manage to burn the dumplings again?
Is it the same way you burned your Cheerios? Both her and Yuri are close to choking.
I'm not mad, alright, just curious. Well, if you promise not to get mad... Yuri told me to keep an eye on the food before she went upstairs. So, I was standing there watching the dumplings.
And you were watching them burn?
And I kept watching them, just like Yuri said.
And you watched them burn.
But then, they started smoking.
Sayori.
Hey, I'm not dumb, okay? They look perfectly normal to me. They just started smelling burnt. Oh, and they started smoking, too. And that's when I called Yuri. Sayori, when I told you to watch them, I thought it was implied that you should also cook them. How was I supposed to know what you meant? I wasn't the one who read the instructions on the bag. Isn't it common sense to move frying food around on the pan so it doesn't stick to the bottom?
They look over at me as if to use my culinary knowledge as some sort of common sense tiebreaker. No other choice but to shrug at them, I guess. I would hate to have to make a choice here.
Anyway, I told Sayori to turn off the stove when I saw what was happening. Yeah, so I turned off the stove. But I ended up turning up the heater by accident since I was panicking.
Oh no.
And then it started to burn even more. So then I started to scrape the dumplings off the bottom of the pan, but the bottom layer of dumpling skin was super hard to get off. And while I was doing that, I kinda did the same thing I did that other time, and some pieces of dumpling skin accidentally flew into the burner. That's when it actually started catching on fire. Yep, but luckily I remembered how you put out the fire at my house with the fire extinguisher under the sink. After a second, I found one and sprayed the stove down. But don't worry, the kitchen's all cleaned up now. Well, we still need to do the dishes, but the stove's cleaned up.
Man, I'm torn between being glad I missed it and being sad that I didn't see it for myself. A wave of exhaustion hits me as I let out a yawn. Man, I'm actually feeling tired now. Well, it's been almost 2 hours. I guess just hearing about all your shenanigans has made me tired, though. And then reading out loud about your shenanigans is making me tired.
Given that everyone's finished eating at this point, we could let you have some rest for the night. Yeah, if you're feeling better, I can head home. I'll stop by tomorrow to check on you again. Thanks for taking care of me, guys. By the way, I'll take care of the dishes later. You all are probably tired as well. You had quite the adventure downstairs, and... Oops, well... It's okay, but are you sure you don't want us to wash the dishes? That's alright. If you could put the leftover pizza in the fridge, that'd be great, though. Alright, I suppose it is getting late. It is getting late. I'll see you later, Daniel. See you, Sayori. Sayori smiles, yawns, grabs her stuff and the pizza, and leaves. Well, I'll bring you something to eat tomorrow. If that's alright, that is. That'd be great, Yuri. Thank you. And thanks for taking care of me, Nurse Yuri. I know I said this before, but I really appreciate it. If you need anything else, be sure to call me or message me, and I'll be over as soon as possible. I nod, waving her goodbye. She grabs her stuff and heads to the door, closing it behind her with a soft click. I close my eyes. This rock is great. I'm flying, Jack! Watch me strain... Okay, no. This was a surprisingly fun day. Well, aside from the part where my house almost burned down, and how I struggled to even make it to the bathroom. But other than that, I don't know how I would have managed without the girls. On another note, I'm getting along with Yuri quite well now. It's only been a month or so since I joined the club and met her. Now, it'd be hard to think about not spending time with her after school. She's a shy girl, though, so I don't want to rush things. Yep. Just... You can do it, take your time, do it right. Like the song says. Just don't do it tonight. The last thing I need to do is try and move too fast and just ruin everything. You mean like how you kind of did with Natsuki in another timeline? I'm also glad that I'm getting to spend more time with Sayori as well. We've really reconnected since we ended up drifting apart. Maybe I should get sick more often. Yeah, if a guy needs to get sick for people to hang out with him, then that might be a problem. Even as I mull over these thoughts, I feel sleep beginning to overtake me again. I need to recover, especially since I don't want to end up missing Halloween. Tomorrow, I'll think more about my poem. And then nothing of any relative importance happened whatsoever. Okay, looks like I can skip it. Alright, well, in that case... Alright, well, I guess maybe since this is going to be the same Halloween event, I might just skip over this in between. So the next time, I guess... Unless there is anything different with this Halloween event between Yuri and Natsuki, then yeah. So then I will see you guys next time with whatever else I do. Stay golden and later, folks.